The RV Show USA.
Let's bring up our friend from RV Daily Report. It's founder and editor, Mr. Greg Gerber. I guess you've been hitting it hard lately, Greg.
I have. I've been out in Salt Lake City for the kickoff of the camping season.
What was that like? That was an inaugural industry convention for Salt Lake City. Tell our listeners about that.
That's right. It was called the RV Experience, or RVX for short, and it replaced what was the National RV Trade Show that took place the first couple of days after Thanksgiving every year for many, many years. They discontinued that show. In 2017 was the last time they did that, and then this show was replacing it, and it was very good.
Why did I don't know, they had to have a reason to do it in the springtime instead of the fall. What was that like? I mean, did you hear why they did it, and how was the show? What was it about?
Well, the show was about introducing the industry to new technology and new products that are about to come out in the camping season. And they did it in the spring because they wanted it to be the kickoff to the camping season. They thought November was a little bit late to be introducing new products for the camping season. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I think I kind of get it. I know it was many, 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 many years that they did it in Louisville, and probably the first year in Salt Lake City was sort of an experiment. How was the attendance? Was it pretty good? Were they happy?
The attendance was, it was a little lighter than I think the planners had hoped for, and that's because we're really not used to having the event at this point. I know a lot of dealers, especially in the East Coast, they're already gearing up for the camping season. They have their winter shows going on, and some in the Midwest as well. So that might have explained some of the attendance shortage. But I think as the years progress, we'll see more and more people attending.
Now, this was just for industry people like you. I mean, you're a member of the press. What did you see, Greg Gerber? What was the mood of the manufacturers you spoke with?
The mood of everybody there was very positive. I think all the folks are expecting a great year. I think they are seeing a lot of interest yet in RVs. We had over 500,000 new ones sold last year, and they're not expecting that to be down much at all this year. Maybe 20,000. Yes, it's supposed to be very busy. The thing that impressed me most, Alan, was that there seems to be a trend toward boondocking underway, and that manufacturers are paying very close attention to solar power and lithium batteries to give people the ability to camp wherever they want to, where they don't necessarily have to be plugged in.
They haven't figured out a way to make those lithium batteries very cheap, though, Greg, have they?
No, they have not. There'll be a couple more years before that comes down. But I still thought it was pretty impressive that a lot of manufacturers are embracing that kind of technology.
There's so much beautiful land out west, the BLM land, the National Forest, and places where you don't have to pay $50 a night and park 3 feet away from your neighbor. You can actually boondock and get out and experience the camping the way many of us dream about. And I guess people are starting to flock that way, aren't they? Right.
It seems to be getting a lot of attention. I think people are getting a little tired of the fingertip-to-fingertip campgrounds, and they're looking for more adventures. That was what RVX was all about, the experience of camping, and more of the millennials, which seem to be driving the market right now. That's what it's all about for them, is they want to experience the RV industry and the RV lifestyle.
What was your takeaway from that? Do you, I don't know, do you see too much emphasis maybe on the millennial, and they're forgetting about the older folks like me and my generation that may have a little bit more money to spend on bigger RVs? Are they?
And yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Because one of the things I noticed was that a lot of the emphasis appeared to be on the younger RVers, and many of the displays seem to be targeted toward those millennials, especially maybe the Generation Xers. But the baby boomers, it didn't look like they were giving us a lot of love.
Well, and, I heard that deliveries were down. Shipments to dealers of new RVs in January were way down. So to hear that they're still quite optimistic and almost reaching 500,000 units for 2019, that's, I hope they make it. I hope the industry can sustain those kind of sales numbers.
I think the decline in shipments was more to offset some unusual inventory balancing that took place toward the end of last year. There were some manufacturer policies in place that required probably a bit more ordering on behalf of the dealers to get some special discounted pricing. And so the dealers stocked up back in the open house era of last September, maybe October. And so they didn't order as much in the spring. But now that they're getting that inventory off the lots, I think we'll start to see more of those orders coming in, especially for the new models.
All right, so for people who don't yet subscribe to RV Daily Report, describe your publication, who it appeals to, and what will your subscribers read about, Greg?
Well, they'll read about everything, Alan, because I founded RV Daily Report in 2009 to be the comprehensive news source for the industry. We cover all segments: RV dealers, manufacturers, suppliers, campground owners, and RV owners. And no other publication really does that. They seem to focus either on consumers and their lifestyle or on the industry. We try to cover both. So we produce a daily newsletter that goes out at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, and then we have a weekend edition as well that is devoted exclusively to the RV lifestyle. And we've, like I said, been doing this for almost 10 years now, and we seem to be hitting our groove.
Well, that's good. I've been noticing some of the articles and the stories you've written, and they're you've got some from the industry and then some from people. And I've seen a lot of your stuff is from out west, people that are boondocking. Is that where you are right now? Did you stay out in the Salt Lake area?
No, I actually moved from Texas back to Arizona. Dallas was too cold for me. And so an opportunity existed for me to jump back into Arizona, and I took it. So I'm in Northwest Phoenix.
That's not a bad place to be this time of year, that's for sure.
Not at all. This afternoon I was down in Tucson, though, attending the Escapees Escapade for 2019. And that was a pretty good time. Looked like there were a lot of people there having a lot of fun. Yeah,
those escapees do have a good time. All right, in the closing minute, tell people how they can subscribe to your free publication, Greg.
They can go to rvdailyreport.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, there are two options to get the daily-only newsletter, which focuses on industry stuff, or the weekly newsletter, which focuses on lifestyle, or they can subscribe to both and keep abreast on everything that's going on.
And the price is right?
The price is right, absolutely. It's going to be a good year. A lot of news coming out of Elkhart and the entire RV industry. I'd encourage people to keep abreast of what's going on. Lots of changes.
All right. Well, thank you for being with us very much. Safe travels and welcome home back, I guess, to Arizona.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. I appreciate it as well.
All right, you take care. That was Greg Gerber, folks. Check him out. rvdailyreport.com is his website. Really, really good stuff.
Hi, this is Goose from the RV Show USA, and these are today's winners to ensure you get your $50 gift card. Make sure you send an email to info@thervshowusa.com. And if you would like to enter to win a $50 gift card of your very own, head over to thervshowusa.com and sign up for our email list. And if you like this video and would like to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right over there. And turn on the notifications so you will be notified whenever a new video comes out for the RV Show USA. And as always, thank you for watching.